We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Slot man moves right. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He's got room past the 30, and he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Turbo 3, kick. 180X. Turbo 1, high. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go, check. Go.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the first down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Completes this one to Starks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Hey, time out two. Time out two. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught left side by Judy. And the Broncos are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Panther Street.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Oscar.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Broncos 0.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Left Zion.
Taylor will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one into the hands of Flowers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And take it right on the 30. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down but not before he gets to the Broncos' 14-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
In motion left, Flowers.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Second and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
It's safe. Go ahead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
32 Stinger.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
21G, 21G. 20, TX. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fighting his way through contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Here we go.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
On the ball, on the ball.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Broncos 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ice jab, come on, ice jab. Out.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down at 6.
Number one. Hey.
Tua going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 69 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 7 for 11 at the Broncos 33-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. And now an audible here into something else. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Muscles him off. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua now on first down.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Solo left Zion. Turbo one. He's right, no. Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3, kick. Hey.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Tua.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Ready. 21G.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They go play action with Jackson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this offense on 3rd down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, 2. Solo left Zion. Solo out.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hey, cover one.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hey, get set.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
All right, let's go.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
now is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's right, snug.
Here's Tua. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Hey, 21 10. Long. Corner, long. All right, let's go.
Tua.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Tua. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
21G. Turbo 3, kick.
Throwing Tua.
They turn to Taylor on 4th.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Tua. That's caught by Chosen.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Tagovailoa.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Able to find Judy.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Solo left Zion.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Baltimore, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.